All right. So let's talk about the news for this week. There's always something interesting. I think for a large group of dentists in the US, the Henry Schein cyber attack from this weekend has been kind of a gut wrenching experience, especially if you're used to being able to order pretty seamlessly. So, for those of you who are Henry Schein customers and clients, I'm really sorry about the agony and pain that you've been going through over the last couple of days. All it does is continue to remind me that we are all incredibly vulnerable to cyber attacks. And it would seem that no matter how large and how large the company is and how much they're investing in protecting the data, that we are all vulnerable to those attacks. And Shine proved to be no different. So hopefully they'll get things restored pretty quickly and get their customers back online, able to order and schedule maintenance without much challenge. Another interesting story that came out this week, and this could be an interesting change over the next decade, I would say. So, PA, Pennsylvania, has a bill that's coming forward to their legislature over the next couple of months. It passed through one of their subcommittees that was working on this particular bill, and it relates to dental hygienists being able to perform dental exams. Now, it passed unanimously out of this subcommittee and is moving on to their House and Senate floors. This is supposed to be exclusively for school screening programs in the state of Pennsylvania. They have an interval at which students are required to have dental screenings, and that happens at kindergarten, first grade, fourth, and seventh, I believe. And currently, the state has the law on the books that dentists must perform those screening exams. Well, it looks like there's a movement to move that towards hygienists being able to perform those exams. Obviously, we could definitely get on a soapbox of this particular topic and what does it mean to be a hygienist and legally diagnosing things, and what does it mean to be a dentist, and then ultimately what happens to the patients in between, getting viewed by different levels of credential and licensure. But if this does pass, I think it will be an interesting evolution in the spreading scope of dental health aid therapists, dental hygienists, dental assistants, and dentists in the US. So we'll continue to watch that. California looks like it's trying to move towards mandatory vaccination for COVID. There are 2 counties currently that are looking to require that as part of their licensure for their medical professionals, which would include dentists. These 2 counties are San Luis Obispo and Yolo. Please don't ask me to pronounce it twice. But those 2 counties that come forward wanting to require new vaccination requirements for dental offices. I think a lot actually, and for multiple other respiratory viruses, including influenza and RSV. So I think it'll be interesting to watch what comes of that particular mandate. And I'm sure the large dental organizations are also watching that very closely as they sort of navigate mandatory vaccination for the dental professional. So we'll keep you posted on that. Guys, there is a man who broke a record this week from Ukraine. He broke the record for pulling the most number of cars with his jaw. So this Dmytro Hrinsky, and I'm sure I totally butchered that, was successful at breaking the record by pulling 6 cars over a distance and in the fastest time. So he pulled it in 15.63 seconds. The previous record belonged to an Australian man who pulled 5 cars with his teeth in 2021, and a Syrian man who performed the 30-meter pull in 18.13 seconds in 22. Now, we're going to add a little twist to this particular world record. He not only pulled 6 cars, but 6 passengers, as each car had a driver in the driver's seat. And he pulled those for a total of 30 meters in just, hold on, let me get the time. So the total poundage was 16,763 pounds. And he did it in just 15.63 seconds. So if you think that you have Jaws of steel. Perhaps this is the new record that you should be seeking for. If he has any bonded restorations at all, I would love to meet his dentist and congratulate him on the solid work of adhesive dentistry. And with that, that's the news.